Hello, Aquarius. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. And to those of you who it is your first time, welcome to you. This is Denise. I am Denise, and this is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And I'm going to be doing a timeless general reading for the collective of Aquarius. Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascendant, or Venus. It's a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what does, leave the rest, and be careful not to put yourself into a story that might not be yours. You don't want to relate to the story. You want to resonate with it. You feel me? Okay, so today we're doing an archetype reading, and we are using this new deck that I got. Do I have a new deck every week? I think I do, because I have a problem. The Wild Unknown Archetypes. Okay. We are pulling, there's 4 different sections of that deck. There's the selves, the places, the tools, the initiation, and we are pulling from the selves to see which archetype you most embody right now, or the one the universe wants you to most embody right now. We're going to ask questions from there, depending on what comes up. And at the very end, we're going to get one last word of advice or a message for you from the universe, from the Priestess of Light Oracle. And I have a whole bunch of other decks ready for clarifying. 2 other new ones I got, the Black Tarot and the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. And then I have the Muse and the Tarot of Mystical Moments. So it's whatever one is going to yell the loudest at the time that we get there. Okay. These are circular and they're new, so shuffling is a little blah blah with it. So if it takes a little bit, just that's why. All right, Aquarian librarians, humanitarians, pescatarians. No. Field librarians came in my head. I don't know why. All right, ready? Here we go, Aquarius. Here we go, Aquarians. Hey! What's up? It came right out and you got 2. Okay, you got. Ooh, hey. Ooh, interesting. You got the Mentor, right? The Hunter. Get this. And the Mystic is on the bottom. Look at that. Okay. First things first. I pop up. Freaks all the honeys. No. First things first is, as if you don't already know this, Aquarians, the Aquarians who come to this channel and watch these readings, y'all are mystical beasts, okay? Taurus is like the spiritual beast. You are the mystical beasts. And who is not easy for you? There's a lot of pressure, I feel like. I think it just gets translated as pressure in the human form because you have such a high ability to interpret and receive frequencies that it's happening all the time for you, and it's really strong. And I think it's manifesting into like things that would be diagnosed, or you're self-medicating because maybe you don't fully understand, or you haven't fully understood who exactly you are and what to do with that stuff. So you are divinely guided, divinely held. You are divine. Okay, you need a spiritual practice, a daily regular spiritual practice that you keep, just like your hygiene, you know, for your physical self health. You have to keep one, because you guys are really fucking special, and your life is going to be so much harder, as you already know, if you don't have one in place. Don't pressurize that. You can figure it out step by step. Just start in one. Just start today. Start at one thing and then add on, okay? You'll figure it out. You'll know what to do. Let's read what these are. Start with the Mentor. Number 6. It's the number of love. If you don't watch these and you just listen, you are missing out, because I'm hilarious. I am hilarious to see. Okay, the Mentor. The teacher, the sage, the guru. I'm saying, right? I mean, we already know this. It's called the Mentor, right? When you're in your light, you're focused, clear, bright, and remain a student. That's the key. Get the ego out, right? When dark, self-serving, envious of youth, righteous, rigid. Although it's typically true that parents are our initial teachers, the child will eventually seek a mentor figure outside of the home to assist their growth. Yeah, that has to happen. It's dynamics play a part in that. Keep in mind how easy it is to project power onto another. The expressions feet of clay and cult of personality exist for a reason. I've never heard feet of clay. If you have and you know what it is, if you put it in the comments, I'll Google it later if I remember, because when I'm done the readings, each reading, it leaves, because it's channeled and it, you know, it's a lot to hold. You don't hold on to that stuff. You gotta let it go. Okay. It is said that cosmic knowledge pours down on the world like a great illuminated waterfall. This can be an overwhelming force. The true teacher, though, is said to be able to hold this flow of wisdom at bay while the student sips from a focused stream. The mentor archetype has a gift for reading the room, for sensing the exact ingredient that will stimulate growth within the student, whether pleasant or painful. The mentor may appear aloof or available, harsh or tender, humorous or rigid. Their gift is to know what serves the soul. Ultimately, the mentor is in service of the greater cosmic good and aids in the elevation of consciousness. Anytime the mentor forgets this humble link and mistakes themselves for the source of enlightenment, the archetype falls into shadow. Yes. It's easy to do, okay? So don't be mean to yourself about it, but this is your wake up. That you, to be the best mentor you're meant to be, you have to be always a student. Sharing, right? Okay, let's read the Hunter. They're in order of numbers, but they're in numeral, Roman numeral number, and that like kind of makes, you know, sometimes I get those incorrect. Okay, the seeker, the pursuer, the predator. This just made me feel very sexual. So I don't know what that is, Aquarius, but I don't know. Maybe you're into BDSM. Okay. When light, focused, energized, respectful, seasoned. When dark, irresponsible, violates, violent, poaching. Ooh. When you activate the hunter archetype, you are aligning your energy with the great creatures of the world. The lion, the wolf, the tiger, the shark. Do so with care. Stay balanced, yeah? Right? Find the balance. So, I mean, it's like when you're in your ego, yeah, you're going to be self-serving, right? You're going to do things. And so this is telling you that the potentiality that you have in your highest light is to be the ultimate teacher by being the consummate student, the like eternal committed student. And when you're in your ego and dark side of that, you're going to be self-serving. You can go to the level of like true treachery. It's just within your capabilities, because that's how good you are. That's how light you are. They're always equal. So however big your heart is, the opposite of that is true too. You have the potentiality to hit either one of those on the continuum. You know what I mean? Where you go is up to you and the choices you make. You feel me? You feel me, Aquarians? Okay. Study the Greek goddess Artemis. Notice her nuanced relationship to the moon, the earth, and the feminine. The predator honors its prey with a precise and skillful hunt. The hunter deeply reveres the life it aims to take. The hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission with an aim. To return home empty-handed would be to fail, which is not an option in the hunter's eye. This archetype will journey far and wide seeking the prize that calls to its heart or stomach. Be aware of ego. It is your enemy, and it is keeping you from all of your highest good and all of the goals you're trying to reach, you're reaching toward. Just take that and see how it resonates with each one of you. Where is your ego active? And why, and how, what are the ways it's holding you back actually from your goal and not bringing you toward it? Okay, something that I just recently learned for myself is to ask myself if there's something I'm unsure about or I feel weird about. I ask myself, will I have to lower my vibration? That's like communicating with certain people. Do you know what I mean? Like, will I have to lower my vibration to do that? And then I go from there and see what the answer is. Feel me? Tales of bravery and feats of strength often result creating a life full of adventure. The hunter is skillful, quick, decisive, and results-oriented. Like the great hunting goddess Artemis, who carries her quiver upon her back, the hunter typically has a weapon of choice. I just felt like Beavis and Butthead when I say quiver. I was like, I don't know why there's such a sexual undertone with your reading today. It's with the energy today, Aquarius. What is it? I need to clear that out. Hold on. And you're my second reading, so this is specific to y'all. So whatever's going on, it is Sunday morning right now here where I am. And we all know that Sunday morning is for morning sex and pancakes. So I hope you're having some. And if not, have it with yourself. All of it. Okay. All right. I can't even force it out right now. I'm just going to go with it. Okay. All right. The hunter typically has a weapon of choice. When this card appears, it is critical that you ask 3 questions. What am I hunting? I'm going to call you naughty Aquarians, like naughty librarians. Oh my God. Why am I hunting it? Is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? I can't, okay? Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Look, I'm like blushing. I don't blush. I'm Denise. What's my last name? Because, whatever. I don't blush, sons, daughters, and themsters. I do. Of course I blush. I'm human. All right. The Mystic. We're going to read that one because it was on the bottom. This is turning long, but it's fun. So, okay. I'll hold it up again. Dope, right? The mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or light-hearted daydreamer. Yet, like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it. Harness the potential and latent energy behind it, and embed it with light. They are patient and prudent change makers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic revels in mystery in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light and dark upon its wings. In the light, it is remover of darkness, visionary, ageless. And in the dark, it expects results, seeks attention and recognition. Again, always ego, right? I mean, this is your whole life, Aquarius, and it is every week. You are visionaries. You are the visionaries, right? Of the zodiac. Well, you are. You and Pisces. Yeah, you and Pisces are very similar, which makes sense, but two different approaches to a mutual goal. I forget where I was going with the visionary thing, but I know that this is old hat to you guys, you know. Okay, sorry. It may seem that the mystic is inward facing, yet its light beams back to the world with the strength of 1,000 stars. Like any light worker, the mystic must build a relationship with fire. This begins by awakening the inner flame within. Okay. So this is all telling you to remember who you are at your core. Orange selenite. Totally addicted to this. It's so dope. It's just like selenite, but it has hematite in it, I think. So it also grounds. There's like a grounding thing to it. Okay, hold on. It's remembering who you are at your core, which is a fire, right? It's like a fiery light. And to feel the healing parts of that. If you're feeling the anxiety of it, or the poor me, everybody wins but me, you're not in alignment. That's all that is. It's not true. You got to bring it back, right? So let's see how you can do that. And let's use well, no, we're going to use the Tarot of Mystical Moments for you. Wow, the Muse is yelling at me. The Muse has been yelling at me all day. I was like, it might not be either one of these. Hold on, sorry. The Muse. It's true, look how they shine for you. Okay. That was Yellow, the song I was singing, Coldplay, just been in my head. Aquarius stay in their light side. Keep themselves aligned. The Page of Emotions, which is the Page of Cups. And the bottom is the Muse of Voices, which is the King of Swords. Give me a moment. Okay. All right, so you see this too, right? One thing I want you to notice is the gold, the gold, the gold. And then if you remember, you can hold them all up. Okay. This is telling you at your foundation and your core is the purest expression of love, of the frequencies of love. That's what generates you. That's what goes through your veins, your DNA. It's what's running through you always. You are always held in this. This is what you look like. This is what you're made of, okay? So this is your foundation. And it's the highest level, so of course you're going to feel equally as anxious about things. It's how to balance it and keep it all balanced, working for you, almost outside of you. You know what I mean? Like a force field in all directions in a triangular shape. And you figure out what those aspects are for yourself that you bring in, you know? Your foundation is truth, is blindingly clear, immediate truth. It's seeing the truth. Libras are blindingly clear, immediate truth, right? Because Libra is the Queen of Swords, right? And that's what the embodiment is. Aquarius is also seeing the truth, knowing it, and feeling it. You're feeling it. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra are all truth, and the way it manifests in each sign is different, right? And so you guys are the visionaries. You're the Gemini are the truth seers, and they bring a lightness. They can bring a lightness to heavy situations by like making a joke, but it's not a tasteless joke. Do you know what I mean? It's like what comedians do. They help you look at something serious from a lighter point of view, but the point gets driven home in a way that you don't feel attacked always. You know what I mean, right? Okay, so you need to sit. I keep seeing you in that lotus position, you know, and this triangular shape for you guys, for y'all, is really important to figure out what that is. And it's something for each of you. And I would love if you want to share in the comments about what that is, on how to keep yourself. So it's like the Trinity, you know what I mean? Father, Son, Holy Ghost, body, mind, spirit, whatever that is. But like, could be truth and love, you know? So all the love comes in, and the truth is what is underneath you, and it's what you sit on. But it's all three of them equally acting together in balance to keep you in balance. Because the Page of Emotions is the Page of Cups. And that is being in an open heart space where you are flowing and you are giddy, you are light from it. There's a giddiness to it, but there's a keep your truth and stay grounded. Keep it coming from a symbiotic place where every feeling you're feeling, every literal emotion you're feeling, and each energetic feeling you're feeling is all working in tandem with each other, right? Does that make sense? Okay, Aquarians. Dopeness as always. Let's get your last piece of advice or message from the Priestess of Light Oracle. Whew. Oh, it didn't. Portal, infinite mind, awakening consciousness. It didn't fall, but I'm going to show it to you. Hey, that's a lot. I don't think they, well, I'm going to look at all of them. Shamanic Journey, Purpose, Attunement, Vision Quest. The feeling I was getting is that it was the first one and the last one. The first, second, and the last, which are these three. But I'm going to tell you what all of them are. Okay, so Shamanic Journey, Balance, Stability, Standing Firm. Calming the Waters, Peaceful Self-Regulation. And Soul Radiance, Phoenix Rising. This is the one I wasn't sure about. This is a lot of reading. It's a lot of reading, so hold on a second. I'm feeling called to tell you the numbers: 23, 3, 53, 40. Okay. Shamanic Journey. This radiant shamanic priestess rides the wind horse before the full moon, heralding a sacred time for you, one that can lead you into great personal healing and radical transformation. A literal or metaphorical journey awaits you, unearthing such profound wisdom your life may never be the same. If you wonder what your true purpose is, now is the time to open up and receive. The white feathers of the priestess's headdress are a symbol of spirit, a message about freedom from the mundane world. The pursuit of spiritual matters may be where your greatest purpose lies, and the expression of your spirit's value and power may come in the form of shamanic practices like healing, ceremony, and psychic vision. Let yourself look first to this side of you, for it could reveal the core purpose from which all other intentions and activities grow. I don't feel like any of that is like news to 99% of you who are watching this, because I feel like you already know this stuff about yourself. But there might be a tiny, tiny percentage who don't really know why you're even at this channel watching this, and you're like, oh, what? Oh, okay. The antler in the priestess's left hand is a symbol of higher connection. Since a young deer regularly sheds its antlers, the message here is to take some time to learn what old perceptions need to be shed for your own growth and higher purpose. Attune to the voice of your higher self and don't be afraid to let go, for the promise of new opportunities and expanded perceptions is clear. These new approaches will illuminate your passage and your vision quest. You deserve to devote yourself to your own soul's evolution. Meditate on your purpose and envision the inner and outer journeys that will bring you greater attunement. Once you prioritize the process, your purpose will be fulfilled in magical and even miraculous ways. Your affirmation is, I am attuned to the shaman within. I devote myself to my own soul's journey and I am blessed. Okay. Calming the waters, peaceful self-regulation. Let's see. The High Priestess of Light brings her deeper powers of healing energy to the earth and to your life. The elk antlers she wears on her golden crown act as antennae. They receive guidance and power from universal light, which she then channels into the earth and waters below. So maybe that's a part for you guys, for y'all too, to stay in alignment, is to make sure you are regularly immersed in nature, like bare feet in nature, hands, your palms, your fingertips, and your toes and your feet. The balls of your feet, the heels of your feet, your arches of your feet, your spine, your entire back, your entire from your crown all the way to your root chakra in the line, laying on the ground, on the earth, or in the water, or whatever. As she brings peace to the planet, she also calls you to calm the waters within your own life. It's time for you to take an honest look at your daily energy. Are things too hectic for you to maintain a calm approach to your tasks? You may feel you have no control, but you can and must regulate the pace of your everyday activities, always devoting some time to your own peaceful priorities. Daily spiritual practice. You feel me? Daily. You can figure out what that looks like. Don't just start with, make a list if you need to. Pick one, start at the beginning, and then don't pressure yourself about adding the next one. It'll come, have faith. Just put your attention on doing the best you can with that first step you're taking, and then you'll know. You'll add the next one when you're ready, when it's time. That's how it stays. You have to honor where you actually are, not beat yourself up about where you want to be. The waters of life run deep, and there are often deeper personal lessons than you may be aware of. You do have the ability to be self-directed, set boundaries, create balance, and stay calm and spirit connected, even in the middle of personal or professional storms. In the face of an unending and sometimes frantic demands of life, this card is telling you to stop and trust in the unwavering truth of your soul's universal connection. Remember all the gold? Your peaceful yet profound faith will calm the swirling waters and bring the blessed resolutions you desire. Your affirmation is, I have the infinite source of peace and calm within me. I direct my life with balance each day. Amen. All right. Soul Radiance Phoenix Rising. Now, this is the one I wasn't sure fits. So if this one resonates with you, I would really love it if you put that in the comments. No worries either way. It just helps me as a reader know which instincts to go with. You know what I mean? This radiant priestess calls out that your ultimate victory is at hand. Her arms and wings are raised in salutation. A new beginning is arriving after a long and perhaps difficult time. In fact, you're about to take the flight of the phoenix and rise above the ashes of some old unwanted fire. This fire may have taken different forms, work or finances, relationships, health issues, to varying degrees. It may have seemed like an interminable dry spell, a lengthy period of waiting for change or longing for resolution. Or the fire may have been much more severe, involving loss, anxiety, and deep grief. There may even have been times when you felt the difficulties would consume you. This card is telling you that those times are coming to an end. A newfound sense of freedom arises, but don't forget the source of real power and freedom is always within you. When you find yourself living through a dark night of the soul, remember the presence and truth of your spirit. Right, that is what I was saying earlier. Right? About the anxiety. Your soul's resonant frequency vibrates with divine light that no darkness can diminish. It is only when you obsess about your personal problems that you feel surrounded by loss and limitation. Maybe this was the only one I was supposed to read. But you must let that false view go. Real solutions arise when you open up to the power of your eternal truth and perspective. So if you're still trying to overcome a difficult situation, or if something has caused self-doubt or a loss of courage, pause to meditate on your own unerring, unending light. For it is this divine frequency, your own soul's radiance, that will finally lift you above the old limitations into free, unfettered flight. Your affirmation is, I feel the power of my soul radiating outward in beautiful, resonant vibrations. Success is coming to me now. Okay, balance is your last message. Stability, standing firm. The Priestess of Balance walks a steady line, looking ahead yet staying centered. This card is telling you that restoring order and balance to your life will be important at this time. So take a good look at the energy and effort you expend every day. If something's disproportionate, it may cause you to lose your center, your stamina, and even your peace of mind. Ask yourself, are you engaging in too much work and not enough fun? Too much taking care of others? Too little caring for yourself? What about practical matters? Eating healthfully, drinking enough water, enough muscle movement, peaceful relaxation, also earth, enough earth, fishing, hiking, weeding, whatevering. All these approaches can be easily abandoned when you get busy or stressed. Regular, daily, spiritual practice. But those are precisely the times when you need stability and balance most. Notice the light in the palms of this priestess. Right and left, receptive and active, are energized, extending up to the universal connection. She displays an equal focus on yin and yang energy and calls for you to become more energetically conscious. If you tend to be passive, it's time to stand firm in support of your own higher intentions. Yet if you tend to be active with little or no reflection on meaning or purpose, now is the moment to look inward and find some balance there. You can achieve balance simply by paying attention to the needs of your daily life. When you make choices that honor your body, spirit, and personal priorities, you create the stability and stamina necessary to see you through to the fruition of your greatest dreams and desires. Your affirmation is, I have the power to prioritize myself. I choose to live a balanced, healthy, and honoring life every day. There you go, Aquarians. Whew. That was a lot. That was a lot. I hope that it helped. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy with me. And I will see you next week. Bye, Aquarius.